Hey, Serp.
Mm.
So I'm gonna relinquish control. You can hit
Oh, don't do that.
You relinquish control for me?
You can hit the green flag top left, and then you can actually draw on it and do all the stuff as well.
There we go.
Rip the sea snake.
Snee snake.
Sea snake.
I'm a sniggity snake.
Is this you, Serp?
You gave me control now. So.
Yeah. Start the VOD review when you're ready.
Okay. All right, let's just see. Okay, so yeah, this obviously this is the first game, right? So you guys win this,
Right.
which is great. But it's only, to be honest, the reason you guys really smashed through this is because the other team lacks the mechanical skills and somewhat coordination.
You can hit C to clear everything, by the way.
Ah, cool. Thanks. Dude, I have like so many keywords. Does this have like timestamp? It does not give you a time.
Boo.
It's at the bottom.
She's kind of
So it's 46 seconds.
if she should go to work or not. But fucking drawing pen in the way. All right. Okay, so 1 minute 10. Okay, I'm just gonna call out just a small little thing, right? You're gonna see you guys are all gonna go to your right side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the whole team's gonna go right. Jim's gonna go mid. And it works out fine. You guys pull off your attack fine, but I would question that look at the setup. They've got Sombra, they've got their own Pharah, and they've got their own
We couldn't have known that
right?
before the game starts, though.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. But look at this. So positioning wise, you guys are over here. Jim's here. Had the team had the mechanical skills to punish you guys, you would have been now 5v6.
Do you you didn't have our team comms in it, did you?
No, I did not. I could not hear
Right.
team comms. Yeah.
So at the start, everyone said, "Let's go wide," and I said, "Okay, I'll go mid to scout it out, and I'll tell you where they are." And then as soon as they came on the bridge, I'm like, "Okay, guys, they're on bridge."
Because
Okay.
we even speed boosted here because we arrived first.
Okay, but the problem then is there is still a brief moment there, right?
It's
Where you've
risky,
got-
I guess. Yeah.
It is risky because had you come across somebody, because you don't know what their lineup is, right? Had you come across a McCree or somebody with the hit scan abilities like the previous people we were playing, you would have been dead.
Mm.
And that's what's happened. That's like when we play against better teams like that, it's the small mistakes that catch us out. That's what it is. Like this game went really well because they didn't have the mechanical skills to punish mistakes. And basically they made mistakes too, and you guys were just better at punishing them for their mistakes. Do you know what I mean? So both team made mistakes, but you guys were just better at punishing them for their mistakes. And you'll see throughout the footage that you guys get some insane plays that were just like, how did you win that?
Right.
There was no way you were supposed to win that, but you did still get through.
Right.
So,
All right,
okay, so-
jealous.
all right, cool. Now, but then also, look, you guys played well, but also look at the enemy play. So there's other mistakes by the enemy. So have a look here. You guys set up. You guys won the fight. Good push. You did well, right? Now you're gonna look at the Sombra here.
I mean, he's
You're gonna hear me in the background. You're gonna see Sombra there. She's gonna set herself up over here.
Winston will get back.
So there's Sombra, right? Just pay attention to what she does.
Yeah, he will. And that's. Oh, it's kind of. No, it's pretty narrow, I think, because if you can. All right. If their Sombra came in a bit harder, or if the Sombra stayed with the main team, I think they could actually take good advantage. Look how long the Sombra's been.
So Sombra hasn't done anything just yet. That whole, like, you know what I mean? They could have. No, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Another point is the aggression levels, right?
Right.
Okay. Why you guys are also winning these fights in this game is because you guys are more aggressive. Did you guys notice in that game?
Yeah.
That when you guys were playing that game.
I struggle to remember it, but we were pretty aggressive. I think the Sombra was off put on that one. Like she wanted to hack the Rhine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
if you go back a little bit to where she was like eyeing us off.
I think it's a keyboard shortcut. I think it's A, maybe. Go back 5 seconds.
Is it A?
Okay.
Yeah, but as Sombra there, you need to be farming ult. Like your ult's key.
Yeah.
Winning these.
Yeah,
fights.
exactly, right. And she could have. And thing is, they could have called engagement to go in hard, right? That could have happened. I'm just saying that what's happening is you guys, and I'm saying this is not a negative towards you guys. You can do it good. It's the problem is that the enemy team was not as aggressive, and this is what happens when a team isn't confident in their playing.
Right now,
And then you see what happened, like for example today, same issues, and the scrim after this match is that there was a lack of confidence and aggression, and this is what's happening with these guys. They lack the aggression, and this is why you guys are just smashing them most of the games because they just don't have the aggression. And this point is gonna be highlighted really big in the next round after this, I think.
Right.
Okay. So there we go. Let's move. But that was just to point out, like, lack of aggression can be a big negative to you guys, to the enemy team, or to you guys if you're not aggressive enough. Oh yeah. So this is, you guys win this point fairly quickly. There wasn't really much trouble. So let's go to 455. Okay. So so this is exactly what I mean. Actually, we're going to go right into the point of aggression. Look what happens here.
But they didn't dive.
So they're going to go on.
Like
Yeah, more pan smashing.
Interesting.
All right.
Our team just did really well.
So, dude, there's so much cooking going in the background. Now, this is what's going to happen. Aggression. This is now what you're going to see is forced aggression. Okay. You guys, you're coming here. Great work, Jim. You're in the middle there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. 3, 2, 1. And boom, forced aggression there.
Okay, now.
These guys now got cornered they've forced into here, all right? Into the space. You guys weren't ready for this.
Yeah, okay.
And they just went, fuck it, let's go all in.
Guys, come on.
Push.
Let's go in there, go aggressive.
They start getting kills.
No, I did that intentionally as well. I think from memory I called it too. I said I'm going to boop the Ryan in.
Okay, but then once again, they got cornered.
Yeah, I think
they
he
went
did,
full out
but
aggression. So you need to be able to back that aggression up.
You're a fuck sponge.
Go back for another few seconds.
Yep.
Sorry, BF, what were you going to say?
I also feel like we got the wrong sort of DPSs for that sort of play.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it could have been really nice, but the trouble was they had a brigade.
Yeah.
Um,
You gave them exactly what they wanted, like nice and close. A lot of characters that value close, that can, work with a close environment, being stuck together. So there you go.
Like I was doing so much damage there, but I just couldn't break through because so much healing back, countering back.
Yep. Boom. There we go. They're all right in there.
Not the gate. Oh, guys, come on. Let's go in there, go aggressive. Okay.
And what happened here as well is you see they become split.
Right.
So they pushed right through the middle, and then some people get split off, others get over here, and then other ones being pushed into here. Just looks like a penis. But what I mean is that you guys are being separated, and now they can kind of divide and conquer.
Probably see a
Kill you guys
doctor.
up.
So that looks like
That was.
I know, I look kind of weird. Like... All right, but then you lose that first. I'm pretty sure you guys lose first. Oh, actually, or do you? No, they capture it first. They capture it first.
Ryan needs to swing more. Ryan gets a bit scared and doesn't.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan. If that's my kind of opinion. I play very aggressive, Ryan. Sometimes I feel like you can go a bit more aggressive. Like you've got the backing of your team, just call it out. Say, hey, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna swing, and then I could bubble you or something or whatever, and the rest of the team goes, okay, cool. Let's just fucking push it.
Yeah, but that also depends on who's behind you.
It does.
So yeah, like it works. It works because like our DPS is Tracer Farah, and our healers are like Blake and Anna who can keep you up during that time. The Lucio who can boop everyone away.
Yep.
But like earlier tonight, when I'm playing McCree, it's so hard because the shield just kept coming down, and I instantly take so much health, which means that Reinhardt gets no value with hitting his hammer on someone because healing's not coming towards him; it's coming towards me, or vice versa. Then
call it. If you feel like
I think the
you're getting
solution...
too much pressure on you, then say like, okay, we just pop the shield a bit more. I want to play a little more defensively. Then we know that it might be, because then we're not trying to fight each other for what we want.
I think we actually argued over this at the time. Is this the match I'm thinking it is? You said he should be more aggressive, and I said he should put the shield up more.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, this is the one we were talking.
And
Actually,
I think
here,
that both of those,
Have
yeah,
both.
so both of those problems are solved with what you said, how you just got to warn your team and let them know what
Yeah.
you're doing, because in both cases, it means that people will bubble you and heal you and stuff. But also your DPSs, like a McCree or someone, won't just sort of stand behind your shield expecting it to stay there. It fixes both problems at the same time if there's a little bit of warning.
Yeah. It definitely
It can't just drop out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was
Alright.
so upset with this actually. This pulse bomb nearly killed her.
Okay, last game
I do think that it is a fear thing. Like, I think when the enemy team comes on here, just
All right, so you guys are you kind of lose that first point, and that's fine. This is what happened.
necessarily going to kill.
That was just unlucky from that first beginning, and then that forced aggression, and then they basically were forced into a tight spot. This was an interesting little point. Let's go here. Look, everything I say is you can take it with salt of grain. You know. Bring. This is you. He's that Jim, and this is kind of like what we see what other teams do to us, the setups. You guys win this. You do fine here.
And now it runs back. Okay, now they popped an ultimate.
Actually, yeah, no, that you guys did.
Dragons. I remember those dragons.
Yeah, dude, this like you got out of this even though there's so many stuff going on. You guys pulled through, which is great.
Yeah, I got left in the back. I was just picking off targets.
Yeah, and that's flanking. Okay, so we'll wait on here. Okay, so next part. And I do
Beefy's really good at the Hanzo.
Yeah, good work, Beefy. There you go. So we're just waiting here. Great, right? We're just waiting here. Now you got your ultimate. Is that Jim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's gonna go for the flank.
So that's why.
To be honest, I don't know if he's in.
So I was thinking you were gonna go here, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And I thought as well maybe Beefy was gonna go up there as well, so you can get that kind of crossfire, right? I think you peeked a little bit, so they knew where you were.
Yeah, I was meant to.
I know you're trying to. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. But that means set up for the thing. So we had plenty of time to set up in a position which was optimal, right?
Mm.
Ryan's here, great distraction. He's got some people here behind him as well. If Beefy moved over here as well with you, had they even come up top here, both of you have the mobility to move out of the way.
Yeah.
Right? Beefy can just jump off, you can fly off. Done. They can't get to you. Then you can, okay, fine, I'll set up somewhere else, right? But had you set these up here, because what happens next is you launch. Okay, so you launch that ultimate from there. Not optimal. You know, it's gonna be a lot harder to kill stuff from that far away, right? So you get picked off here, which shame. Yeah. So this kind of goes pear-shaped, but this is what I mean is insane. This should have been one. Okay, Beefy gets a kill, you get a kill. Beefy gets another kill.
We still got advantage here.
And they had a man down.
They got killed. They had the advantage there. They had such a big advantage on that there, where they had two ultimates go off, they got a shatter off, they got everything going.
Right.
But they were not able to capitalize because, for example, our team had the higher mechanical skills.
Right. If you go back though, if you look at the numbers game.
Sure.
So everyone's up here. First, I think they lost their baguette.
They did lose their baguette, yes. So you got that pick on the baguette.
And Jim survived, which was key. Like
Jim did survive. Okay.
It was only because they weren't mechanically good enough to kill them.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, you were lucky. That's the whole point, is that you were versing a team that was not at the same mechanical level as you guys. And that's why you guys got away with some plays that were a bit sloppy. Had it been with the other guys tonight, we would have completely wiped instantaneously.
Yeah.
That would not have flown.
Yeah, one thing I remember about this map is this game is the diva on their team just never DMing my fire strike.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I would just charge my ult and 1 or 2 fire strike just straight away.
There you go. So and that's mechanical skills that are just not there by that player, and so you're able to capitalize on that. You're able to capitalize on this person not doing what they're supposed to do, and thus it helps benefit you guys. You then generate ultimate a lot quicker than anybody else, comparatively to the enemy Reinhardt, who's probably struggling if you guys do run the diva or whatever. But yeah, that's just the point. As well, also you guys have high mobility characters, so it makes it a little bit harder for him to hit those fire strikes. Oh no, we do have Psycho here, diva. Okay. Okay, moving on. So I just skipped ahead because you guys did fine in the rest of the games. So this, once again, not enough aggression by the enemy team just to prove the point of what can happen if you're just not aggressive enough.
So they're going
to. All right, so they're going over here. All right.
So they're trying to go for an attack.
First of all, you guys have got like the advantage of that you've got a flyer here that could just go above them and start putting pressure. But they do have the McCree.
My voice comms are pretty decent on this as well. So
okay.
It's called where they were coming as well, and I think I plan to boop half of them off.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. So what happens is Reinhardt pushes here, and
yeah, sure.
Yeah, doesn't push in. All right. So now they kind of stalled. McCree couldn't even get out here to actually do any shooting. Much shooting.
Is that my boop blast? I think.
That's it. Yeah.
That is your boop blast coming in. Okay. Good. Now, with this, seeing that they've kind of backed off, I mean, look, you guys are a bit of a train here.
Yeah, come on, go in there.
Was there ever a call made to go push in?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. Because here's the kill on the Reinhardt, so you can now fully push in, and that was great. Now you guys push in, and death happens.
Clean up face. Then I think I went around to try and get the Diva.
Yeah. So murder was good. Okay, aggression is good at times when you've got you've got that first pick, especially with a Reinhardt, you can just swing in, go smash, smash that. They do have the spawn advantage, so that I understand there is a bit of caution there.
Broke the bear.
All right, 40 engagement. Oh, this was interesting. Just a little kind of side note. Not like it's a problem or anything. It's not like a mistake. It was just an interesting choice. So we come here. So they're gonna push on. So they're gonna push under the bridge. Okay. So check where you guys are. You guys are all up here.
All right, Ryan's got ult.
We called to go back. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Rotate. This is just after the fight. I think it's after the fight where we burnt through like a ton of ults unnecessarily.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is what I'm working off as well.
Okay. So, but okay. So here's the point though. He's dead. Jim's here, and Beefy, are you still behind?
No, I just dashed through. I joined the team because that was cool.
Okay, you just dashed through. Okay. What? And I'm not. Look, you guys still win this fight, so that's totally fine. But it's the question of what you could have done, just personally, is because of by this point you guys just have you're doing pretty good. You could have actually just jumped down here, either side, and pinned them,
rather than rotating.
Yeah, instead of giving them time to go underneath. Look, when they get to here, all right, just have a look where they get to. So they're going to be trapped soon.
All right, Ryan's got ult.
So now they're moving into being trapped. Once they start pushing into here, they don't have a lot of heal. They've got Lucio over here, and they've got Ryan here on the front part, which you could separate and then smash onto them and kill them very quickly. With a very aggressive. And I mean, you're here as well. All right? You could have flown over here or whatever. But the point is that you could have gone to aggression because now you guys have just kind of reset, and now you guys go in for the aggression.
Is this the thing?
Sorry?
It might be the next fight.
It's in the next fight, I think. But that's just a concept thing of, you can rotate around all the way around, or you can just jump onto go full aggression and wipe them out as quickly as possible. Because they were going into a space which was confined. And look, I know that hindsight, when I'm looking at this objectively, well, subjectively, I guess, that you could say, oh yeah, you could just jump down and kill them. But sometimes I think using the environment to your advantage, especially at that point there, could have been a very quick kill if they're stuck in there.
Pause it for a sec. Yeah, so this next section is the part. So I know you just mentioned it in voice as well about us having the ultimates advantage, which we weren't actually tracking what they had, I don't think. Not very well anyway.
Okay.
but we've got 3 now, and I think Wake's probably going to pop on real quick.
They got 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
And we just totally balked this. This should have been the end of the game.
Yeah, there's a.
Dude, that Reinhardt is that Amy Reinhardt is just taking them hits.
Like, sorry, just watching Ag beam a Reinhardt from behind. Oh yeah, you both
I
missed.
think you can see us hesitating here much more than we have been previously.
Yeah, they both did the same. Oh,
Yeah, there's
well, there's stuff in the ground. So oh, there we go.
Let's just use every ult guy. So far.
Yeah, and that was a big one as well. Yeah, the charge.
What it was really fun.
They've won that
We're
one.
using one after another.
Yep.
That's exactly what it was.
So I actually think,
That was
yeah,
Scoopsy.
you're right in that they were like 1 by 1 by 1. But we could have used another 2 to win that fight. They don't have any more.
That's a big mistake. If they can
Like they used 3 as well to survive it.
He wasn't at the fight.
Going big, going hard.
Oh, wasn't he?
He got
I
hammered
died
down
pretty
right at the
quickly.
start.
No, hammer down and then McCree
Then you got
ulted as I
McCree
charged
ulted.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And yet you somehow
The second that Lucio came in,
pull through.
should have gone really hard.
Well, we pulled in as a team. They were quite staggered, right? So that last team fight there was.
No. You guys, what happened is you got Metal coming in with Lucio ult, and that gave you the energy to be able to come through and just push in.
Oh, that's a big mistake. If they can capitalize on.
So here you go. Metal's gonna come in. Boom. And then now you guys go in.
He's so far forward that, but he still manages to live through everything.
Yep. Somehow. Magical, right? So yeah.
He even had flashbang up when I went to kill him.
Yeah, and this is the thing is, man, there's a couple of like mechanical skill things with this team that you guys are versing that was just not up to par.
Still go.
So that was good. Let's see. Let's go jump ahead because I mean this is all just because you just smash out for the rest. There's no point watching that. So you guys do good. Sorry, it feels good to watch.
That's good though.
Oh no! Look, I'm not saying you guys didn't do good. That the whole thing is you guys beat them because you were better.
Look at those shirts.
That's the whole point, right? But the point is that if we want to be better teams, we have to make less mistakes. The only difference is you got to make less mistakes and get better mechanical skills. Oh yeah, this is just a small thing. I think.
We don't have a
I think there's a couple of people that die. So I think Ryan dies and somebody else. And there's nothing like wrong. There's nothing wrong here. I'm just curious. We could have the question of. Oh, there's Ryan. He's getting killed there.
I got traded, yeah.
Yeah, you got shredded there. But the thing is, the funny thing is, we're talking about aggression again, right? And it's okay. Okay, his engine doesn't work over here. Gets 2 kills. Great work. They just don't push on. They could have gone here, just come and swing and murder the rest of these guys, but they didn't, right? And because they're so passive, Metal could have actually just gone back and ferried these guys back. Not that it takes long to get them back, but you could have just done a quick retreat because they didn't follow. These guys didn't follow you guys at all. You could have just pulled back, full retreat, come in with speed, and you would have actually you have spawn advantage, so you could have come in even quicker. But that being said, you still win.
There was a bit of an opening.
But they could have punished you guys a hell of a lot harder for that one.
They still did it. These guys backed off.
Nice man.
So they maybe
Yeah, so you're doing great for the rest. You guys smashing through this fight. Oh, yeah. All right, there's gonna be a point here. I think Ryan missed the cue.
Probably. Sounds like me.
Yeah, no, there was a big. Oh yeah, it just happened.
double.
Just be aware of sound cues, because what you're gonna see is
Oh, I didn't have a shield up.
yep, and McCree did his ultimate. So here, you go for. Oh yeah, let's swing for him. It's high noon.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we lost both supports there. Not necessarily saying you could have saved them, but yeah, Should pop that shield up, I think, just to save that, just in case. You could have maybe saved somebody from that one.
Alright, they just should really.
But that's like a tough one, man.
But look at our ultimate bank.
Yeah, you got ultimates, yeah.
And I think I mentioned it in the fight as well. It was like, don't worry, just economy push. And then
Yeah, once again, I can't hear the comms. Yeah, so if you guys are saying economy push, then great. Yeah, then fine.
Doesn't mean we should get high noon though. That sucks. But
Yeah, and then he said, Jim, don't poke. So you're here. Enemy team's got McCree, right? And now you try to get a couple shots in, even though you've got your ultimate. So you don't even need to poke. You do not need to poke, right? But you're going for a couple cheeky shots up here.
Where was that?
There, over there.
One skull damage.
So you're going for this big man. I'm like, oh, you better not fucking get shot. But that's that's fine. But careful of that because they had the mechanical skills. Could have been taken.
It's charging their support ultimates.
Yep, exactly. So you gotta be ready. You gotta be aware when it's actually worth it.
I die here, unfortunately. I think I'm saying watch out for a Fire Barrage.
And Shatter, wow. Nice. Good combo.
Yeah.
Good try. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, so they just kind of wiped you, but they had a good combo there.
That was a good ult.
This Reinhardt should have been punished definitely from that. I think the next move here, but that's not really important. It's just like a minor.
We got 2 support ults, which could save.
Reinhardt? I think Reinhardt. Did he push?
Maybe regroup for
No, I didn't. Okay, no, I think you guys do fine in this one.
now there's
Let's see. What happens.
Oh dear.
Is this the one that we choose to commit? No.
Oh no, you get wiped. Oh, okay, here we go.
Interesting how we decided to do that anyway.
Yep. And the thing is, you still pulled it off somehow, right? Magically, just because
that was a bit messy.
mechanical
I
skills.
should've grouped up first.
You did good work, he said, Jim. You got a good couple kills, and then Beefy did work, and Ag did a lot of work as well.
Somehow-
And then you still managed to pull through, which is not supposed to,
Yeah,
really.
it's just-
Well, I got nano, so I went in.
No. And look, whatever,
Oh,
you
was that the
did it
order?
right, but
Yeah.
I think
but-
everyone was primed and ready for the trigger.
yes, it's one of those kind of like high risk, high reward kind of plays where yeah, you can go and just go for it, balls to the walls, hope that you make it, and if you do, great, we've wiped them off the point and we can move forward. As long as you beat the threshold of the other players in skills,
Right.
which you did,
Yeah.
and you win.
But often we don't.
Not with the people like tonight.
Mm.
The people like tonight, they will just shoot you.
Yeah.
They will get you before you can fully get your ultimate, or you can fully utilize your Dragon Blade, or whatever it is. Because that's once again with mistakes and stuff like that, and timing,
Right.
and specifically timing, you need to be able to time it at the right time for it to be successful. Because if you say you go in and you guys, as you said before, you do one at a time ultimates, then it gets easier for the opponent to time and get out of that problem,
Right.
because they have time between each ultimate, opposed to having like multiple ultimates go off at the exact same time. So it's really hard for them to deal with the issues that are at hand. But no, he succeeded. Let's go 33. Is everything I'm saying making sense?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's better when you have our comms as well.
Yep, and I will have those in the next one. But
Yeah,
it's
the next
it's
match
but
is
it's
such a stomp.
but it's a shame. But it's a shame because you've already played this game, so you're a bit tired after playing like an hour of like really focused playing, and then you go into another scrim. But these guys are better, so the comms kind of it decreases fairly quickly. To being fairly quiet. 33, I think. Just a call out for a Pog bubble, I think it is. By Ag.
Bubble?
Yeah, it was a really good. It was a great bubble.
Oh, he still got Mercy. That's still a good pick.
So got here, good. I think we're pushing in.
Now they need to down it to go in there.
Was this bubble here or not?
Oh, Zen.
Alright, getting through.
Zen ults
Oh, here.
on, so-
Bubble. Okay, so the bubble blocked the McCree fire.
Zen
For firing him.
survived on
Yeah.
1 HP and got his arm off. I literally dived in there as because we said we're going in, and I just dash alt swing, and he just altered.
Yeah,
I felt so bad.
But you guys did great. So this one, nice little battle here. Now this is another one where I just like, I don't know if I couldn't hear your comms. Now the next attack that happens, I'm wondering, do you call out the barrage that's coming? Okay.
I can't remember.
He's dead, Jim. This is mainly for you because so you're dueling, and I don't know if you really want to do this kind of duel where you've got a mercy and.
Yeah, it's a bad idea-ish, but given the history, it was working.
Okay, so you knew. Okay, you had not killed him yet, right?
Yeah.
And at this time, you're pretty certain you've already popped your ultimate off, so you know he's got his ultimate.
Yeah, I remember in one of the matches I did call that. Was this the only one with the enemy Pharaoh?
No, they had another one as well.
No, I'm pretty sure he called this, but he called it late.
Okay, so you should have been kind of worried, you know, if you hadn't killed him yet and you see they're kind of moving this way, then maybe just give him a bit of a heads up, kind of like, okay, the Pharaoh's going to ult from behind you guys. But yeah, it's not like that had a big impact because you did take care of the Pharaoh fairly quickly, but we did lose our DPS, and that lost the DPS.
Oh, nice metal. That was good.
Yeah, I remember I did call it, but it was like, watch out for the barrage. Justice!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The last thing we get in our ult something.
So this kind of slowly trickles off, and then they get on the point.
They've got too many guys now.
And we nearly lost this.
Almost. You guys still somehow.
They're now two.
I'm pretty sure you guys still somehow make it and capture this point back.
So,
that could have
yeah,
been
we
won.
stopped them.
That could have definitely been won.
That's why. That's somehow because they got off the point for it.
That's like Itzy earlier.
Oh, no,
Did they? No, they
No,
got
we
captured.
left it. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that they.
Oh wait, never mind. No, I'm thinking the next one. Because there's another one where it's like it's insane. How you. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be
Gone.
pretty exciting if
Written something down. Epic Lucio by.
changed to.
Metal.
I mean, I
Metal
didn't have
again.
to go that far forward to get that. The enemy team's got.
I feel bad for this Mercy.
They
I kept
basically
taking
all.
it.
Alright. They might
Yeah.
get to this because they only have 2 people.
Oh, this is where they just spam ultimates.
They captured it. Unless they.
They literally just went 3-4 ultimates in one go and just went, or at least 2. No, they must. 3. They must have done 3.
Oh, Metal's
So then
got
3
it.
ultimates. Okay, Lucio. Okay, yeah. Boom. He's dead on point.
There we go.
And then boom. Here we got the boom, and then we go in
Get
really
in
aggressively.
there. Hammer down. Come on.
And we
swing
still
on
make it,
the
you know.
ball.
So you guys will win that.
How?
One. This is it. This is what I'm saying. Is like mechanical skills. You got lucky. They made more mistakes. They didn't hit the shots they needed to hit, and then you still somehow win.
Oh, no, maybe. Tracer.
Ag. They did not kill Ag. They did not kill Ag quick enough yet. You got Junkrat, so you changed style of play, which you're lucky you fucking, that's in close space. They can get the power there.
How good is that?
Oh, yeah, but still.
You know what,
Shit, that's a bit of a risky play. Alright, let's go to, this is the, okay, so this is the last one for this video. But it's just fucking bullshit, right? Because Beefy gets crashed. Beefy crashes. Alright. This goes on pause. Yeah, Beefy's game crashes. You guys are on pause, right? This should not have happened, but have a look.
I remember this. I get
This
pooped
is
off
just
straight away.
no. This shit. We all can agree. This should not have been won by you guys.
I was pretty happy with this.
Yeah, I'm happy for you guys too, but this is not supposed to. Like,
Just so you know, in comms.
Yeah.
It says like, oh shit, Beefy's paused. Okay, that means he's lost his ulti charge. I'm
Yes.
Like, okay, guys, so like, don't commit any ultis to this or anything like that. We're probably gonna lose it. Just economy push.
Just go in. Economy push.
Your purpose of this is just to build ulti charge, and that's it. Right?
So,
And then-
yeah.
And we started stomping them, and we're like, oh,
Yes.
okay, or just win, whatever.
Because you had aggression. You know what I mean? You went in full swing, right? And there's a lot of pressure something, and then they freak the shit out, which happens. And you are at a man disadvantage and jump down on the point and just absolutely dominate them.
Spectator screen those.
How are they? How did they get so many kills?
Instead of you're just flying around and they're just kind of all over the place. Reinhardt's not really doing anything. He's kind of just, I don't know what to do, right? So you guys are just dancing around them. Helpless is completely helpless. And it's just, by this time, Beefy's already back probably by now.
It could work twice.
there he
It could
is.
work twice, but I still.
Yeah, and then
You know, he's just chilling over here. It's just like,
boom, boom.
and then
dead.
he like, you should not have won that. You shouldn't have won that, but you did, which is great. But that was just, yeah. So that's once again the lack of aggression by the
We
Reinhardt.
watched the next fight as well.
Yeah, that's what
It's. I mean, look, we'll get the spirits up for you guys because before you go to the next one.
Like, Bob survived at 100 HP and killed like 3 people.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit.
Yeah, they're literally trying. But the thing is,
Man, you are so aggressive in this.
it's not as strong.
There we go, nice little smash. Bum bum.
Ken, he's the gym. Nice try to boot there. Good try to.
Oh, I think it must be the fight afterwards.
I think they get this one. I'm pretty sure.
Because it's just me and Jim here.
But you guys get away. You still got away though,
Okay, they had
which is
a
just.
good hold. Actually,
Oh,
there.
Well placed concussive blast.
They could have. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Get that ultimate. Beefy's almost at. Almost. 100%. We've got Wake as well. We've got Ryan as well. They've got Eva and they've got Lucia. So they've got a couple support ults.
And they got. Actually, that Torbjorn should have popped this. Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
Does he actually? I can't remember. Let's see.
It's a good communication going.
I think so.
I can't hear comments, but I think so.
All right.
Because
There we
Seagull
go.
Hopped on when Ryan's trying to
We're a bit tentative.
do a fire strike.
Nice. Good one there, BFC. You got took out the.
Oh, there we go. Multiple.
Yeah, multiple. That was a bad multiple.
There you go. Bob comes in. Nice. Bob comes in. Yeah. Bob's. Oh, here we go.
It's just it's.
Not like I mean,
Yeah.
he's doing a lot of work as well. Bob's like, yeah, Bob. All right, come on, nice. Come on, Egg. Nice.
Yeah, you got that. You cleaned it up. It's a bit messy,
Yeah,
but
they've
you know
this.
you got
Come on,
through it.
boys. Yeah, nice. Good stagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go.
Good work.
I guess you have to get 3 ticks. Oh wait, no, never mind. Restart. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So you beat them. Well done.
Good.
That's a good one.
I put the link for the other video. There's only a couple things to know in that one, but it's kind of, it shows you the trend where you've got the comparison between this one, which would, you stomped, you did really good, and then you play the game straight after, and it's just a reversal. And then you've got players that have the mechanical skills to punish you or put a lot of pressure on you. Right, like Mitch, the beginning there. At the beginning, Mitch was just it was pretty scary. Even with his like just a tracer to knock you out.
His tracking is really good. Yeah. By the way, the other captain of the scrim we just played, Lady Flavor, messaged me. Yeah, sorry, we had I had 9 golds set up for you guys, and only myself and one guy showed up. So they had to just pull whoever. That's why there's a top 500.
Jesus.
And a Masters.
To be perfectly honest, we didn't do like that bad. Like there's a lot of stuff that could be improved, but compared to when we played against Luke the other day, the rest of, well, like even after this one, we did a lot better.
For sure, it's just it's a bit disheartening. That's all.
Okay. Where's the video? How do I add the video to it? Or?
It's on the left. There's a little ad video clip. But that's the. I mean, you got to remember the purpose of scrims is for us to do this kind of stuff to not or learn from our mistakes and see where we can not get punished. Those kind of things. So it's okay, but if it's too much of a stomp, then
it kind of inhibits the learning process a little bit.
Yeah. There's a sweet spot because if it's too easy, same problem.
Like the scrim that we're going to watch now was like that sort of stomp that I was just like over it.
Yeah, I know. I can hear it. You're just
I was literally stuck in a corner for like the whole game, and I just like I'm done.
Although, by the end of it, Beefy, you're doing a lot of work, which is great.
It is the same team.
You'll notice later, but this is, oh man, Rialto and everything is pretty rough. Yeah, so I think it's pretty evident that you notice that. Hughes Edgem gets knocked out fairly early on, but that's because Mitch is just insane tracking.
Should I play? This one.
Yeah, here we go. I think Mitch would like. Yeah, it was kind of.
already over.
Yeah, they stomped really hard. And the thing is, these guys were playing super aggressive. So you just came from a game. You just came from a game where it was fairly relaxed, and then suddenly you've got a very aggressive comp. That's them. They are diving and they're jumping on and being very aggressive. So there's a lot of movement towards you guys, putting a lot of pressure on you. But they also have the mobility to get out and go back in. So it's a bit of a guerrilla warfare kind of strategy. And you know what? This might be the thing as well to know that Monkey, the way this guy plays, he's just got enough range that our tank can't swing back.
Right.
He's kind of
Link as well, I think.
Yeah, he will, but he was still tiptoeing around and was just able to kind of stay that kind of play. If you're not aggressive with the Rhine, I think it's gonna be a bit tougher to deal with that.
Right.
Once again, I just really like aggressive play. Yeah. So they kind of, and you can see how much work Mitch is doing over here. Oh, tank's gone. Yeah, Mitch took out another one. So you know there's a star player in that team, at least for that with Mitch.
I don't know.
Yeah, Luke once again there.
Now,
Luke, this should have been punished, right? This one should have been this should have been gone. Like, you know, just no, that should never have happened, right?
How did he get back? The Diva would have dived to help him, but still.
Went further in line, and then the monkeys dived in, everybody dived in, and then we got the grenade got through. You just didn't get it, right? But it should have been punished. That should have been that should never have happened. That should have been wiped out.
Though, right? Because it was just Ag and Ryan there. No one else had come back. We all spawned further back, I think.
Sure, but still, I mean, I don't know. Zarya and Ryan on just a squishy should have been enough. But look, it's always tough. But but the thing is, the other thing to note is they followed up pretty quickly to back up their healer. But they have the mobility to do that, so they had quite a mobile setup. Which
and Mitch switching to Widow was actually quite annoying as well.
Yeah, so another change there. So change of pace once again. So let me see. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about this one. So we go. Okay, so Ag, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, have a look at this one. So this is where your aggressive playstyle can maybe get you in a bit of trouble.
Ags or Ryans?
Ag. So hype. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Sometimes I'm also a bit scared. The charges are a scary thing to do. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. Yeah, it can work out, but it's pretty scary.
You honestly should never charge. Like
they're very limited. Unless you know that you're gonna get bubble and everybody's gonna charge in behind you, then you can go, okay, let's push in. I'm gonna go hard.
But on defense, you want them to come forward.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time you want your charge there, especially when you're playing against another Reinhardt, is you want your charge there to cancel out the other Reinhardt's charge.
Yeah.
But you need to always be up, ready to block a lot of ultis. Like that's the main thing. And being in a charge state just opens the back up for like a Diva ult.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, it's however you manage it. Let's say if you flanked with him, with Jim, and then Ryan decided to charge in and get bubbled. If you want to change the rhythm, because remember, if you guys with defense, even with defense, right? If you stay too defensive, then they'll just start rushing into you, right? And then they'll be way more aggressive than you, and they'll start to get control of the pacing of the fight. Does that make sense? Right. So they start to get control of when the engagements happen, how they happen. And sometimes I say very rarely that a charge will work, but if you got the right timing and you know that one of your guys is set up and they flanked, then that charge can be a good distraction for then somebody else to use an ultimate.
I think terrain comes into it a lot, especially on defense. Like, it's not so bad if you're fighting around the payload and you charge at someone trying to get them with the destination of the payload, because then you finish up at the payload. It's
Just
when you
avoid
do
the
charges
Yeah,
like
yeah,
down a
if
corridor
you're
or something.
miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's always going to be harder.
off the top ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go. Let's just have a look again. So, okay, so you moved far ahead here. Yank. And soon. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. No, Ag's going to go for a second round. Alright. There we go. So Ag's going to go in for round 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Oh.
Yeah. So it just got a little bit too far in. There's too many people there. Then you've got Mitch here, right? You've now dropped down to like, below 50 points of HP or whatever it was. And then that just needs a little body shot to get you.
And there was no supports on him either.
No, exactly. So, but
I think we do have a
tendency.
tendency to sort of break up
Right.
like this, because me and Ryan were both
Yeah.
at the payload.
Yeah.
And
No.
like now, if we've got a sniper or something, I get it. You're separate from the team. But
Let's just.
sorry, you go.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm actually here protecting Blake back against Winston.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So
So
play
that's-
from here again.
So have a listen to the comms. Have a listen to the
Back
comms.
10 seconds. Back
Because a lot of the time I am with you, I'm just inside the building shooting through the door.
Thought. Or...
shooting. Go back 10 seconds. Let's listen to voice comms.
I think this is
Yeah,
back here
I'm
because
right
I'm
back.
alive there. Yeah.
All right, have a listen.
So Tracer. This one can't.
All right.
Keep going. Keep going. There. Wait. Stop.
Because
Sorry, I saw the wrong thing.
Okay.
It's a different
hold
team
on.
fight.
Yeah.
It comes up now.
Here. Stop. 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 So we're focused in two different directions here.
Exactly.
well, I
No.
I was in there with you, like fully in with you, because I was nanoed, but you guys pulled back, and then as you pulled in, I pulled back. So
So-
kind of just like a seesaw.
Yeah, and so first of all, a couple of things like there's two fights being happening, right? Roughly.
Hmm.
But also the other thing as well is you gotta check line of sights and stuff like that, and calls for if you're going a bit too far ahead. Yeah. No heals are gonna be go here. So and especially no heals were going over here. All right. So it's also up to supports to call out like, hey, you guys are you're too far ahead, because it is very hard for Reinhardt or Zarya to know when they're too far ahead, because we can't just quickly switch around to look behind us when we're in the fray of action. When shit's going down, there can be a call to say, hey, you are too far ahead. Get back, please, so I can heal you. Does that make sense? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It does make sense, but I also don't think that. Okay, so they're two contradicting ideas. I don't think that the supports should be dictating where the whole team goes.
That's not it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you lose line of sight, call
Can't heal you.
back. He can't heal you. So,
I get that, but we
this-
were
the
fighting at
only
this
reason
we
why
were
I
fighting
don't
at
go
this
any
corner
further
for
is
about
because-
40 seconds.
But
Sorry?
the information that you need is like he's not. So the information is you don't call them to come back, but you need to tell the tanks that you won't be in line of sight. And so it's up to them to decide whether they want to be without heals for a couple of seconds while they're repositioning the healers, or back up into the healers to get healed.
When
Yeah,
I play
and
Iron
So you at least need to know where the healers are. So
Yeah.
in case you do need to retreat, you're retreating directly
Into
into
them.
their line of sight.
yeah, and I understand that Blake's going to be here because he doesn't want to get shot by.
The
Yeah,
sniper.
that's literally
Yeah.
the only reason
That's-
why I
and that's
helped
obvious,
that
right?
point.
So why are we taking a fight here?
Well, if you look, there's another healer right there. Iconic is right in that the tip. So even if I'm not healing them, Sacco should be healing them.
Oh, Psycho.
I think he's
Gosh.
in the
He's in the building.
he okay. So
Whoa.
he teleported to here
It's pulling an
and then goes back into the building.
Right.
So this is what I mean is like you guys you do have to communicate because there was no real voice comms around all of that stuff that happened here, and this is a
Right.
mistake. This is a mistake, right? If we don't, like yes, tanks are supposed to they kind of take a little bit of lead, say okay we're going to go in here, we're going to do this. But we also need to have communication between supports to tell them hey line of sight. All right, if you go too far here and you take the fight over here, I can't heal you, and basically you're just separating yourselves. So now the enemy can divide and conquer.
Right.
Because look at these numbers. That is not looking good for Ryan. Poor little Ryan's by himself, and Psycho's going over here.
Yeah. Just
Sleep
And then
back.
go back. Look, is this monkey's left?
yeah. And now it's complete. And then also then we've got Wake's been killed backline, and then Psycho's gone too, and Ag's gone.
Right.
So now we got
Comes
Ryan. by
all the
himself.
way to the fight at the back. Alright.
This is basically
Yeah. Yeah. So you and then you guys, yeah. So that's why you got to regroup. Somebody has to call a regroup. If you feel like your team is spreading out too much and you can't see your whole team around you, then you're probably too spread out. Especially with a team like this, that is fairly strong. Like they've got some good mechanical players and got some good skills. Like yes, they might. I don't know how much their communication was, but they have got a lot of skills and game sense to be able to maybe even make up for comms if they don't have much. Yeah, that's just a general note.
I think it really just needs to be a plan. If we all had said
Yes.
go in the room, and we all went in the room, it might have turned out very differently.
Yeah, communication is key.
Um,
Yeah, I do
Or
agree.
even direct, because I didn't hear us very well, but I'm not sure if we even said fight on the payload, which is also not a plan if you're not telling everyone. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why you gotta stick to each other, stick close to each other, because any calls you make around each other make sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you're all split up and you say there's a tracer behind us, that means so much. That means so many different things. So, okay, let's say 3. And yeah, look, and once again, yeah, we are around there. So that, let's see, 350. So I was looking at. Oh, yep. All right, this one here. Just check formation. Let's have a look what happens here, formation-wise. Talking about sticking close. Okay, Genji's gone over here. Group's going over there. Now there's a massive split between where people are. Okay, so we still luckily made it through that. But that was pretty dangerous. That is a massive split between the two parties. Had they jumped Ag, they could have got that kill.
Barrage.
Stalled you guys out a little more.
Alright, hold on.
What was that, you in the game? Or?
Jim was telling him don't let him cap the point, and I think we were getting ready for a combo.
Okay. But still,
Said I had barrage.
yeah. Well, this is like, it still comes down to timing, and you still have to be in your group, right?
I agree with this. I agree that the split didn't work. But after about the time that I woke up, so this is after that failure.
Yeah.
I think
And you were.
the mission was
Yeah,
because
that's
Jim got the kill on what's her face, Mitch.
Widow. Yeah.
And so we're standing on the point, and he was saying, "Don't let them cut the point." We have numbers. I think that this was the right call now. Although I do agree that previously when we split, it was not right. Yeah, like there, right now.
So it's 4v6 now. Widow down.
Now it's whittled down. Yeah. So, yeah, luckily they're further back, but still, once again, we need to stay as a clump because you don't want to be splitting too much, right? It worked out. It worked out.
That was also from the spawn from before, yeah. That's why we were split.
No, you guys were fairly close, but because the Genji came in, some of you peeled back, which is fine.
Oh right.
Yeah, but then you still have to communicate, like Genji's in backline or something like that. It's kind of,
Right.
it's still information. So everybody knows what's happening. So let's go.
We need a D.Va.
Alright, hold on.
Watch out. Back up safely. On the bomb. Yeah, but
Dead.
when you heals, when you get kills.
Let's see, what is this on? I think this might have been.
Okay, he's
They
changed
no
to
longer
monkey.
they no longer have a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, Psycho? I missed it.
He popped his ultimate just as the Genji
Oh,
came for him. So that yeah.
it's really bad because it means he can't dash away.
Nope. And look, that's just a timing. That was just a timing issue. So just
Lucky.
that was a small mistake, but that leads to a lot of stuff happening. Because the Genji goes and starts wiping out.
Yep, focus the Genji again as well. Where's that NR? Back?
Yeah. So and they move as a little clump, they're a little cell. Let's keep going and putting pressure on you guys, and then just wipe you out.
Yeah, so they switched their Winston player now.
Yeah, they did. They swapped to Mitch, who. So obviously this guy's just plays a lot of characters
He's the
fairly
carry.
well.
Yeah.
He's the carry. He is the carry. So, which is difficult. That's always hard. You have to then pin down that character to make sure they're not that dangerous. But now, I mean, Mitch and Luke are both.
Yeah, good.
Sputnik was also doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know about these guys as much.
Yeah, the top guy was pretty meh.
Yeah. So you definitely had some carry difficulties there because
Compared to the other guys, anyway.
oh. Let's see. So this was a point just on the choice of Reaper. I think sometimes we gotta be careful with Reaper.
It was that monkey. It was the count of the monkey.
Yeah, and then the Ana countered you. So it's kind of have to be careful because the Ana will grenade you. This Ana at least was grenading you, and you get no heals back when you shoot that monkey, and you just get killed fairly quickly.
Hate you so much. Fuck out of your mech, bitch.
Yeah.
Stupid D.Va.
Yeah, and they're just on you. You know, that's not much you can do about that. They're just very on top of you guys. Okay, 1150. Sorry, that was not what I wanted. But yeah, it's just like small mistakes you make in the game really get highlighted, and when you're finding people they're really good. Oh, this one worked out. So this is where the charge can work. It was lucky as fuck in a way.
He lose the edge.
Let's have a look.
Mercy's old as well.
We should win this because Mitch is playing Hammond.
Alright, so we've got
He's still pretty good at Hammond, man.
No, okay, just back up.
There's a lot of pressure there from that Hammond, though. He's doing good to keep you guys on your toes.
Lucio's low.
Oh,
All right, so their charge, that was pretty scary charge, but works out fine.
but no one's telling Ryan that there's quite a distance between them.
Yeah. Or nor did Ryan tell you guys he's going in.
We actually followed really well though.
Oh, but look at this.
So that
distance
should have been-
between two
So
supports.
the charge,
Yeah.
bubble, and have a look at where Ana is as well.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
back
no, look.
just a touch.
But it's lucky. It's lucky that he had line of
yeah.
sight.
We've got Hammer down. We've got
I've noticed I'm not great at call when I'm going in.
That's okay. Just so then you know, if you see that moment, you're gonna say, I'm charging.
Can you pause it? Yeah. So both of our supports are in the bottom right of the screen here.
Yeah.
And it's just by fluke that both of them have range.
Yeah.
You got direct line through the street between the buildings in the same direction as the charge.
Yeah.
They
and-
still
and
need
it's-
even from there, they still need at least 2 seconds to walk to the corner.
Yeah, and look, good game sense that there was that Psycho and Ag that you guys put bubble and then also Nano, cool, and that works out, right? Then you're able to get that going, but
Got the Genji.
it's a bit scary. It's a bit scary.
Mercy, if you can, don't let her rest. Don't let her rest. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm dead in the back.
Keep alive for a second.
Dead in the back. Feels bad, man.
Just be honest.
I almost kill her.
She ran away.
Lucky that didn't hit anything. That's fine.
keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Nice one.
Alright,
Shields
look
would
at-
be near spawn, dude.
Oh, look, that pulse bomb, so close.
All right, so what did I write? Did I write shift? All right.
Maybe shoot. Maybe it's shoot.
No, it's shift, I think. Charge or something. Let's see. It says 13 minutes. Let's see.
Nice wake.
Yeah.
Mine's
Oh,
Yeah.
split. That's what I wrote.
Well, I just popped my ult, so might as well do that.
yeah, no. It's
Yeah. No. That's
Yeah.
that is a correct thing to do, Blake. If you see those mines just fly, just
Thanks, teacher.
get rid of them. No problem. Gold star.
for me.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was a split here once again. So there's going to be that split into there, but there's a whole team into there. There's a whole team in there.
Right.
And we've now got a fight going on here and a lot of diversion by Mitch. But yeah, then we lose Mitch. So we lose Ryan in there, sadly enough. So that's something to be careful of. And yeah, I know it's very hard to keep track where everybody is. And I think then we also lose you. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're 2-man down. Yeah.
Switch to fire. Do you want to do the fire?
And then they'll just farm you.
Oh, that Genji was so annoying.
Oh, I 180 headshot to heaven.
Oh, nice.
Go. Let's see.
Poggers.
Didn't he shoot you?
He killed him, but Mitch was able to do the.
Yeah, it was like I like half shot him.
Poggers.
Oh, so okay, you gotta be careful about. So this is positioning thing. I think this is 24 seconds, 24 minutes. So this is Jim. Check. So yeah, this comes down to like positioning of the team.
Right.
Once you go onto Hollywood, not Hollywood, sorry, Route 66. Careful when you guys set up a position. Where's that 21? That might be 21. That you kind of carefully you don't. Yeah, like you didn't know what characters they're going to roll, so I understand, but just careful. I'll show you in a second.
We're on defense, right?
Yeah, you're on defense.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is, so here we go.
Trap this bottom.
Yeah, trap the bottom, great. Should probably jump back up here. But then you do get the kill on the. You get the kill on the. You get the kill on whatever it is. I think
Yeah, Genji. It's hard.
there, Luke. So you get kill on Luke. Well, what happens here?
Yep.
So nice, good work, fantastic. Tracer, yep. And but so you're caught offline, right?
Yeah.
You're out of position. So what's going to happen next is Ryan's going to go, oh shit, I better protect him. So he jumps down.
And a Roadhog.
He goes into engage. Now our big beefy guy has jumped down, and our squishy, well, no, except for Ag, most of our squishes are up here without the shield, right? Now either you all jump down and stay near the Ryan or work together on the ground, but now you have a split, and the Reinhardt is no way going to be able to get back up here.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're split.
Pretty sure he dies.
No hook. For a few
And a
seconds.
half.
Okay, so now, so this is getting bigger and bigger, the gap here, right? Either Ag should jump down with him or whatever, but now your formation is broken. So this is something you have to be careful of.
Right.
Okay, so because also what happens then is you can see that because the formations are broken, Ryan's here, so we got healer position-wise are all kind of spread and not so much in a group, in a clump. Now we finally kind of all jump down
Genji
like
behind
that,
as
but
well.
it's a bit messy. It's a little bit messy.
Genji's one.
First split that is.
Yeah, and there you go. So now we're slowly.
I lost, guys.
Yeah. Because remember as well, you guys are on defense, right?
Yeah.
So that means you have to just make one mistake. They can make as many mistakes as they want because they got spawn advantage.
Right.
So if you guys make a mistake, if you break formation or whatever it is, you're out, you're out of position, or you make a mistake.
Advantage.
Exactly, right? So then you're gonna be this guy, and you're gonna feel bad. All right.
I got really tired.
Okay, so let's keep going. Team version. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Just wait for me, tank. Let's go. We'll contest. Oh, this is unfortunate. I said let's go.
Last 20 seconds there, no one said a word.
Yep.
Maybe not 20 seconds.
I think we was hoping it was going to end.
Yeah, that's a great attitude.
So comms again. Yeah. No, that's it. That's it. Comms. But I can understand that after game you're pretty tired. I can understand this. So what happens here? What do I write? Oh, yeah. This is that cheeky fucking train setup.
Shields and gets
All right. Now, yeah. They do go full aggression on you guys, and you can just see the effect of it. Even though when they get found out,
Let's focus on.
yeah, they're gonna punish Psycho really hard here. Psycho finds them, makes a call, great, makes a call.
It stays there.
Probably should have gone back down. There's a full team in here,
They're all sitting down.
and then you guys are kind of just, oh no, I don't know what to do, and then you just get wiped because they're super aggressive.
Shot. Feels good.
That's the strat now. You sit up there.
Yeah. So, and they do that a second time, but they don't fully get it. So.
Let's switch to Widow.
Yeah. Once again, they had the aggression there, right? They went full in, they dived in, didn't care. And I think, you know what, on first point, especially when attacking, you got a spawn advantage like this, it's not a bad idea to do it be as aggressive as them.
Mhm.
For them, it's far riskier, as I said before, right? If they make one mistake, they're fucked. If you make whatever many amount of mistakes, it's okay, because as long as you're building ultimates and you hold on to them, you can farm your ultimates, get as many as you need, and just bam through.
Right.
35. Oh, this was a shame. This is Doomfist one. This is when they start swapping. Mitch starts swapping to Doomfist, I think. Or was it Luke? Just a little bit longer. Okay, so what you're going to see is there's going to be a Doomfist top right.
The soldier instead of hunter.
Okay, so Luke swapped now to Doomfist, right? And
Behind the top.
okay, Doomfist is behind top. The call has been made.
I'm just gonna scare him away.
Scare him away, but you know he's not going to be scared. He's going to come back, right? And Luke just patiently waits, right? Patiently waits till you guys are engaged,
Yeah, McCree top left.
and boom, there he is. Comes in, gets the kill. Beefy's down.
Fall back.
Alton's come in, stun, kill. So they came in and, yeah, they flanked. We should have been ready for the Doomfist, for that to happen.
I think we should have just stuck together.
But, yep. And then I think what us as a team, we need to start employing that more as well, is to really focus on the flank and having the coordination to attack simultaneously with the flanks.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Especially on defense, stuff like that we go, okay, we're going to go in now. And then, we get the Tracer, we get our Genji coming in from different angles, and you've got the main tanks coming in, Reinhardt, Zarya, or whatever, that we all kind of just go in and we commit to a fight and say, this is where we're going to hit. Making sure that our flankers can then hit the back lines, our front line goes into their front line. Does it make sense? Because that just that alone, that was an easy kill for Luke. Just came in, fist, boom, kills the Hanzo. We're now 1 DPS down. That's a lot of killing potential that's just been eliminated. And then they just start farming the back line and take out everything else that's over here, such as our Zenyatta. Make sense?
What would okay, so from the moment we saw
What-
Doomfist in the corner, what would
Yeah.
have been the ideal play?
Now let's see. Should have swapped to something else probably. I guess yeah, Cycle's right there though. Probably if let's just see where we are right now. Okay, so we've got our team over here. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure we've seen the Doomfist retreat into here, so we think, okay, cool.
Do you think he would attack
Most-
while we are the ball that we are there?
No.
With a
maybe.
brig?
But if he did, Psycho is here to stun, and then you can wipe him out.
Yes.
We got Blake here as well. Disgorge, stun, whatever the arrow one is. No. But the ability, lightning arrow,
Swift
Storm
strike.
arrow.
Stormbow.
the storm bow. That's it. Thank you. Storm arrow, whatever it is. But yeah, whatever. There's a lot of killing potential here to kill one Doomfist. Right. But obviously, he's not going to attack when we're like this. Okay. Whether you maybe went off the point and you went a different route, but having the baguette near the supports, other supports would probably been a good call to get rid of the Broomfist.
Go scare him away.
Okay.
They got Reinhardt.
So this is kind of scary. Because now you got boat tanks there over here.
Right. Yeah, we don't have.
And now this is completely open.
By the way, with
He's not going to hit that
Yep.
though. Like he's run away up that hallway.
Oh no! I'm
rest
not.
of the
I'm
team.
not saying he doesn't have to hit him. Here's Doomfist. He doesn't have to hit anybody, but
That
there's
would have
a
been a
couple of
perfect
scary
distraction,
things.
right?
There's a couple of scary
One
things that could
person
have
at the
happened.
back. Yeah, one person at the back pulls both tanks away from the party.
Yeah.
Then you've got
could be pretty scary.
McCree, you've got Soldier.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Beefy?
With Brigade, you don't have to play front. Like, there's no need to be
Oh, yeah.
all the way in the front. Like
Yeah, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
your whip shot activates Inspire. And,
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
the Brigade's AoE healing is double the size of Lucio. Like, you're gonna hit everyone no matter, like, as long as you just stay in the middle, you're gonna hit everyone. Like, you don't need to be in the front to heal the tanks. You don't need to be in the back. Heal the tanks.
So Baguette is a strong counter to, or not necessarily counter, but very useful in the Doom, the anti kind of Doom setup there. But you can also have could have had Sombra as well, or whatever the hell any of those kind of options, or McCree, also an option there.
So back to the ideal outcome.
Yes.
So they weren't in a
Getting close
position
to
to hit
what?
us at the moment. It's
They're not. No.
at the moment we're still safe.
Yes. All right, but you have lost one person, so he's Edgeham's down.
Oh, how did he die?
Your flanker's dead. Oh, McCree. I don't know. I don't know where you were, he's dead, Jim. Oh, you were probably up top here somewhere, or.
I think on the left. I think I was going around to do a flank while you guys pushed through the front. He was just sitting there.
Okay, and so yeah, exactly. They had somebody waiting for that. You're not a Doomfist, but you're still scary, right?
Yeah.
But they had somebody waiting, the DPS, waiting for you.
Specifically,
Come
one
out.
who counters Tracer.
Yes.
Well, not just
So
one,
we're-
they had the Zen as well.
Yeah, got Zen. Yeah, they've got stuff there. But
Yeah,
point is, okay.
Now we're missing two because Ryan's up
So-
there.
Okay, so now you're. This is going to be a bit tough to split as well to yeah. Okay, so that's quite far away.
Ryan's
so
going to use his ulti though. His intention, I guess, is to dive and then ult.
Does he get it though? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay. Where's Psycho right now? Oh, Psycho's in the back over here.
Right, which is
So,
also-
yep. But Psycho could have been, for example, here in the starting time, and that would have probably stopped that Doomfist from coming through here.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and for example, had in the perfect world, Psycho had shield bashed the Doomfist as he rocket punched. Beefy would have heard it, probably turns aside, Storm arrowed the shit out of him, killed the Doomfist
Right.
with the Discord from Boyk.
Yeah.
Could have been done, but it's not. That's a better outcome. To be honest, I the monkey doesn't ult, so I don't know if that was there a call for that? That he's gonna go in and ult. Let's just listen a second.
I don't think there was a call. It's just that
There wouldn't have
He
been
died.
a call for it.
he dived so deep. I assumed that he's planning on getting in.
Yep, but there needs to be a call for that.
Yeah, there absolutely needs to be a call.
Yeah, McCree top left.
There's no call. Okay, so that could have been here,
Yeah.
right? Could have been tiptoeing between
Well, the bubble would
the.
have saved us from the high noon as well.
So there's a couple things, right? Could have been here. Could have not didn't use his jump, right? And then you could have been just tiptoeing, lightning, blah 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 blah, blah here, and then keep harassing the Reinhardt. Let's say McCree pops ult, you could have jumped on it and then popped a bubble or something like that.
Sorry, come back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Regroup for a second.
But instead that happened.
That's not it.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, that's enough about that one section. But yeah, that's perfect outcome would have been we just have somebody peel and just wait for that little Doomfist and punish him for that flank. Because if the Doomfist can't get his flank, he's going to swap off to another character, probably go on Widow or something, or I don't know what else. But they didn't. They only had one support.
I think if we all had any plan is better than no plan. Who was saying that last time? Was it you? It was you, Serpent. No, it was Metal. So
Yeah, that's a good saying.
if we could have all dived, if there was like a plan to dive and Ryan called a target and we all ran forward, we could have all dived and we would have outrun the Doomfist, right? He wouldn't have been able to hit, just one person at the back. Or we could have all stuck and stayed as a group. But because there was no plan, so Jim had one idea, Ryan had another idea, and it only left 4 of us.
So the key then is to communicate before you get to the engagement. So let's say if you're walking back from spawn, say, hey, I want to do this. Okay, let's focus on that. And that's your win condition. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you guys have a plan at least before you get there. Don't make a plan when the bullets are flying at you, right? Because then you
even
can't think
if
straight.
it's the wrong plan, honestly, because let's say we went into that and we had a plan, and we look at it now and we sort of go, oh, that's why that plan didn't work. Then we can fix it for next time. But because we're looking at it going, well, we had no plan, it's like one further step behind.
Yeah. So probably before each team fight. Or every respawn, let's say you get wiped and then you go, okay, what's the problem here? Just have I think it's fine to have 5 seconds, just quickly deliberate, right? Just go, okay, what's the problem? Okay, Luke and Mitch are really strong. Okay, what are we gonna do? All right, let's play these characters. Let's go for this plan. Okay, then you got a goal. Then you got something to work towards. But if you just don't have anything to work towards and everybody just plays, it's gonna be very hard to synchronize and find a common thread within that fight. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, it's
40-10. I think this is just like pure aggression thing. Like go in. This is when I didn't play because I was dying, which doesn't make a difference. Because you guys had a Tila or whatever. Aprilla. That's it.
I was just letting you ready before.
Hey, KDFM. How long have you been
He subbed
on
in for us.
Discord and just voice
Luke subbed in for us.
Nah. I was just keeping Discord honestly.
Or do we?
Yeah.
Oh, we have Luke. Never mind. Sorry, we have Luke.
Right.
Yeah. Now, look. I mean, this was
Already going on.
Okay, so here, this is a choice of aggression. I'd say could have just moved in. We could have just gone into the battle, right? But they've got the advantage now. The enemy team. They've got the open ground. They can move around. They can. It's their choice. They've got control of the fight right now.
No barrier. Go to the outside of this church.
Also,
Luke was anchoring.
yeah, yeah, and then it's a complete split.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
fast, guys.
Yeah. So it's like things. I think if you're gonna go in for a fight, just go in for a fight.
What is that billboard on the left? I've never noticed it.
It's bacon and a sausage.
You're making out.
Marshmallows?
Yeah, and they're marshmallow children. Because that's how you make marshmallows. Actually, what are marshmallows made? Aren't they made gelatin or?
I wonder if
Sugar-
the
sugar
sausage
gelatin.
knows they're not his children.
All right. Anyway, that's it. That's all of my.
All right, cool.
So I mean, the key things there are just it's simple for keeping formation, aggression, and having a plan.
Formation.
And formation, I mean, just means stick together. Don't go off too far. If you break the structure of, let's say, the death ball, if that's the comp you're running, because I mean, you have different comps, right? Like if you're running
Widow Tracer.
Yeah, if you're having a very sniper based comp, you might actually split the team apart to create the distance so that you don't have to, if they've got a very close comp like goats and you playing very spread apart, it's very hard for them to get value out of that comp simply because they have to extend to a certain side, but that leaves them open from, let's say, Hanzo and you got Widow and Ash. Then they go, fuck, how do we get to them if they're all spread somewhere else?
Right.
All right. But then if you're going more of a brawl, you've got your 2-2-2 and it's a bit more brawly, then yeah, stick together, because then yeah, it's a lot easier to heal, but also line of sight and also damage wise, a bit easier to output it. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and communicate. Just communicate. If there's something going wrong, like what is it? This description of insanity by Einstein is doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome. So if we're doing the exact same thing and we're make the same mistakes and nothing's changing, you can't expect it to suddenly change if you don't communicate the issue.
Right.
Because it's not going to change. So if there is an issue, then communicate with the team. Everybody can go, okay, cool. Let's take that on board and work on that issue. So, for example, Mitch is a real problem. He's playing Genji and he's insanely good. That's the issue. So, okay, then we do something about that. But playing the same comp against the character that's kicking our ass might not be the best idea. So we might want to swap it up and change the style so we can start countering the issue.
Right. We've had moments where we try and highlight if there's a carry or what the issue is. I just find that we tend not to be able to work it out during the heat of battle. And I don't
because we're not confident enough.
Team fight. Yeah, I don't mean in
Just
a
get
team
it.
fight though. I mean,
No, I know. I'm not saying in a team fight. I'm saying simply, it's like you got to have the confidence to go, okay, fuck this. This is not working. Let's do something else. Simple as that. It's the confidence to just do that, to just make that swap and
I think
say,
sometimes it is in a team fight as well, though. Like once,
sometimes, yeah.
Especially after we've talked about it or after it's become just blatantly obvious, and you sort of realize Genji's caused problems, and someone goes, okay, this Genji's a problem. What do we do about it? And everyone becomes afraid of them, and I think that causes more scatter.
No, yeah, okay, but then that's where the change has to happen, though. If there's
it's just that
character
it's the
that's
wrong
causing-
change. We go from realizing that this is a problem and then just making it worse. We need to do the
then we
exact
change the
opposite, yeah.
Then you change the comp, right? Then if you know the character's a problem, then you choose a comp that is going to be harder for this character to take advantage of. Because what that character needs is great against characters that shoot bullets and, like, for example, a Bastion or something like that, or whatever, or it's great at flanking. If he's going against a monkey, it's a lot harder because it doesn't have to aim and it just keeps getting ticked.
yeah.
Or Symmetra turrets for that fact of just being annoying as fuck. Or Moira, once again. So you're making it so, for example, if that's the problem, then you're gonna start adding characters that just make it fucking hard for that character to exist. The harder time this character has, the less they're going to be able to do, and it's going to drop their morale.
Right.
And then you guys are going to start picking up your game because you're surviving and taking out this character.
Right.
But it's just simply confidence. Just have the confidence to swap out, change the comp. Just If it's not working, it's not fucking working. Then just swap it out. Just do something new. The worst thing that can happen if you swap the comp up, it doesn't work. Then you swap it again until it works. Because the thing is, if you don't swap and it doesn't work the whole time, that's even worse. Because there's no chance that's
but historically yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Let's put it like this then. There is
the issue of people wanting to just change as soon as it feels.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. So you can't just suddenly change. You have to communicate as a team, as a group. Yeah. As a group, you have to make the decision to change.
Right, and recognize the difference between it being a brick wall that we're hitting, or that was a tough team fight.
Yes, but also sometimes you have to realize when did you win the team fight because they made too many mistakes,
right? Or
when you made the change of the team and that's what worked.
Right. I follow.
So that's kind of it's. I mean, that's just game sense and us getting better at it. But that's something to be aware of. Is like the comp's not working, but by chance they made a mistake and we capitalized and we won the point, and then we go, okay, it's all working. Mm-hmm. No, it might work that time, but you might have a lot easier time if you went with this one. Do you know what I mean? Mm. So you choose the path of least resistance. What's best against those characters? Because like it's easier to walk on a flat surface than it is to go up a steep hill. So you choose, choose the path of least resistance. Yeah, exactly. Choose the comp that's going to work, and then opposed to choosing a comp and you're like, fuck it, let's just keep using it. It'll work at some point. Yeah, it might, but you have a higher chance. A 90% chance of success opposed to like a 30% chance of success with that one. Look, these are just numbers I made up, but the point is that it's one of them is going to be a lot easier than the other one. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. You gotta game the system. Anyway.
Yeah, we gotta just work around the things. We gotta work around the problems that are in front of us and problem solve and communicate.
All right. Well, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Thanks for the in-depth analysis. No, it was good. It was good. Tell Raining not to play Bastion anymore. And
just gonna keep playing Bastion.
Yeah. Cool. No, thanks. Thanks for that. That's really good. Don't feel bad about tonight's match, guys.
Yeah, that was tough.
But
I'm not one of those games that got 40 limbs and like 15k damage.
The second and third maps weren't so bad. The first one was in.
No, we're getting better. Yeah, first one. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, hey, that's just they just had some pretty good players.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's because the players we were meant to play against apparently didn't show up. So
yeah, exactly. But
they only told me that. They only told me that after the match.
So that's communication once again, but from a different aspect, whatever.
But that it honestly shouldn't matter.
What their level?
Yeah, because in the end, it's how they work as a group. Like. They might have been individually good players, but there was a lot of mistakes that they made. Like they were over aggressive in so many areas.
Sure.
If we punish that as a team, then like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, totally true.
I don't know, because like for example, as Farah, the soldier who was it Luke? No,
Luke. Luke played soldier a bit, but
anyway,
a catbot. That was it.
Yeah, catbot. It was just oppressive. Like even as Tracer, I dashed across a hallway and I just got shot. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so what was then what would have been the play there to swap? What character would you think you would want to swap to?
I was on fire, and that's why I switched to Tracer.
Okay, and is Tracer a good pick to duel soldier?
Be okay. Yeah, well, he's not meant to be able to just get me like that. The problem was I had to cross a hallway. And Ag was standing there shooting with him, and I got caught in the crossfire. It really sucked.
But Soldier wins the 1v1 against Tracer.
But I'm not trying to 1v1 him.
Okay, but then that might be one case of like least resistance is maybe swap to a longer range character that can outduel him.
Yeah.
The widow was what started to work.
The trouble is we were complaining that he was having too much space. But not picking something that was to 1v1 him.
Yeah.
So it's going to give him more space.
So or you can take away space by being. I don't particularly like this matchup, like maybe Sombra, but that's not the greatest matchup. But had we say as one of us that could actually play Doomfist pretty well, we could have mitigated the distance issues or the oppressiveness of that kind of character by being Doomfist and being in there and punching him straight away to oblivion, and then backing back out. But those are kind of like options of what do you need at the time to make it work. Now, was the comp of me playing Reinhardt the best choice? I don't know. It could have been. I could have maybe gone more bunker, and we could have really put pressure on them with a bit of a shielding going on, and a bit more of a longer range style play to put pressure on them. That could have been an option as well. Yeah, it's hard, but the thing is, we still have to be aware that even though they're not a team, you still have to be aware, because they're higher level players, and like if there is a top 500 guy, the game sense that they have. So just the bare concept of I have to work with my team because when I'm top 500, that's just given. That's just a given. You have to do these things or else you're not going to make it to top 500. That they have certain skills that they'll automatically be like, okay, I'm going to go be with the team. That's the key point. Okay, I got to be with the team. I got to do this. I got to do that. But also they've got the mechanical skills to back it up and to be able to deal with a close encounter with one of our guys. So it's still difficult, but yes, us working together gives us a higher chance, obviously, of winning. Yes, does it all good?
Yeah.
I think he said Jim's just muted himself.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Baby in the background. Okay, well that's it. That's all my stuff. But it's just I think just be a bit more confident with us swapping out and not being afraid to mix up our setup, just to choose what is the path of least resistance. What's going to make it easiest for us?
Yeah,
it also stresses us out the least.
Yeah, and if people have suggestions for team comps or switches or stuff like that, feel free to make them. Because I often ask like, okay, what can we change? And it's hit with silence. Because usually those discussions happen when we're not playing well, or like
and it helps when people have their mics on as well.
I do want to just bring up, bring back to another point that was made. Was that you can't be too scared of the enemy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, the enemy's gonna die if you land a shot. Like, no, your skill doesn't matter if he's gonna just get teamed up on and just die. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of ranks. Like, ranks
Yeah.
are false. Like, look at Blake, for instance. He's bronze.
Hello.
Does he play like a bronze player? Only half the time.
Thank you.
But like,
yeah,
like I had this in hearts all the time. Like, the person might be master, but doesn't mean that he has the best map awareness and stuff like that. It just means that he has his own personal control over character. Doesn't mean that he can play. He might be a really good soldier, but he can't play Widow or like that. Like,
see pressure to change. But
that's it.
I do think scattering is one of our biggest problems. Yes. And as soon as we start talking about how awesome someone is and going, oh no, it's Mitch or something, then when he comes for us, people just run, people just bolt. And it's exactly what he wants. I mean, you can't outrun a Genji, right?
Yeah.
So you're just,
No,
you're just giving him damage-free time to kill you.
And that's because you're playing a character that isn't that good against that character. Does it make sense? So you've pointed out the character's fucking hard.
Yeah,
and you're like,
but you can't pick a team of 6 people who are good against Genji. You just need someone to counter him, and then you need to stay with that person. Like if it's a Brig or if it's you'll see Luke switch to McCree here.
Yeah.
After his first death. So the idea is if you stick with the what's his face, the McCree, and Genji comes for you, then McCree's just going to try and flashbang him. He might miss, and it might fail, right? But it's still
Yeah.
your best bet. If you go running into a room to try and get away from him, that's the destiny is death. Like you're going to lose that one more often than
that's
not.
why I say you choose characters that are going to be stronger, so you can change the comp up. So you might go more goatsy, so you got a baguette in the team if the Genji's a problem. You might go like a more divey, comp of the goats or something like that or whatever. But it has a lot of characters that you choose to have a bit more of a stun lock or a bit more of a aggressive but efficient against a certain character. Which also implies that if you're going a bit more of a goatsy, a bit more of a brawly style, that everybody's a bit more closer together and a bit more compact, so that there's less chance of Genji going and backlining if you've got a Moira and you've got a Lucia, or a Moira and a Baguette. Because it's going to be a lot harder to kind of single those two out if you've got this problem.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess back to what Beefy was saying, a level 10 Genji has, 200 HP? A top 500 Genji also.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. I think we covered it. There's not much more we can say about this without making circle arguments.
Any good thoughts to sub to on Twitch?
Oh,
What the fuck?
XO69.
You should sub to Captain in Battlefield EA. He's pro Hunter player.
Right, isn't it?
I heard Serpent might stream again.
One day.
We'll be seeing. I think someone's going to stream tomorrow. Are you streaming tomorrow?
So, thanks, guys. We don't have a official match. Somehow, this team that we played against, the ones we just stomped, ranked higher than us in the standings. So,
Really?
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Okay.
I don't know.
How?
It could be a calculation error by the kids that run AOL. I don't know. But apparently, yeah.
So what does that mean for the team? Is it just like
means,
that's it?
It means that as far as this season of Ascent goes, officially we're done.
Far out. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
which means
okay.
Friday we will
just do
probably try and organize a scrim or something along those lines.
Yeah. Should we then work on certain comps to just focus on something, like to get, if you've got problems and you want to go a bit more brawly, that you can go like this, or if you want to be more divey, we can go like this. Like,
yeah, I think that's a good
practice
idea.
a change of pace.
Yeah, I think we should revisit our dive.
Yeah,
we've got the 222 fairly, like, it's decent now.
Yeah, I've got a comp I want to try, but I don't know if it'll work just yet.
We could also try goats too.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
You want to play goats?
Good.
Sorry,
I've been saying goats for weeks.
Not goats. 3-3. I mean, not goats.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's.
Yikes.
Oh, you got my plan. I know. I wanted.
Your plan is 3 DPS, 3 support.
No. I've got a very different plan. I wanted to try this, but we need the new hero. We need Baptiste in the game.
Oh,
to actually make it. Well, no, it could work still, but it's going to be very interesting, very fun. I think.
Barista.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks again. I'll post the deets once I organize a screen.
Okay.
Are you guys happy to keep playing against Lady Flavor and her?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they have their team.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had the actual team, but it's just like.
But as long as you got a screen.
I know when we play against people who are much higher, as you said, we get less value out of it because we have minimal time as a team together. I really should be trying to get us.
Yeah, because like quick play is fun, but you get in a stomp most of the time.
Yeah.
No, they sometimes 6-stack and they're pretty decent. But I think the scrims are good for like at least if we're trying to do a specific comp and we're like, yeah, we've practiced it, let's kind of really apply it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us or post about your ideas for comps?
Okay.
And we can play goats as well. So we'll try a bit of goats, we'll try a bit of dive, and we'll try whatever you're suggesting. So I like the Symmetra telly.
Yeah, so it works on that, but it's a little
Right.
bit more fucked up.
Right. Fucked up. Okay.
It is
All right.
it is actually really fucked up.
Well, let's call it a night. So
Cool.
text chat it, and then we'll schedule for Friday.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Good night, guys. Thanks again.
All right.
Thanks,
Night,
guys.
night, everybody.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.
Were you gonna say something, Beefy? Oh, he's gone. All right, never mind. Have a good night, guys.
See ya.